Well, hello everyone. Hello today. My name is Crystal, and I'll be talking to you about the five most common phobias for everyday people. I myself have had some phobias, a few phobias. One of them I had to quickly get over. When I was young, I didn't really do roller coasters unless it was called the Scooby Doo or the Flintstones or something like that. I I wouldn't really do Ferris wheels and stuff like that. I wasn't. Maybe the hill at Busch Gardens. But other than that, Whitewater Rapids or something. So when I got to the Marine Corps, they got me on a 40-foot pole and said, "Hey, you're gonna go down this over all this deep black green water over a rope on your stomach with your foot flipped over and then halfway, and then you're going to turn over and you're going to keep going." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" Well, 22 seconds later, I was doing it. So phobias are out there. A lot of people have phobias. Some might have a phobia and not really realize that it is a phobia. Although the five most common phobias: arachnophobia, claustrophobia, orthodontophobia, acrophobia, and aerophobia, they can all have different triggers, but they all share identical psychological roots, biological responses, and proven paths to treatments, in which they do. According to the top 100 phobias that you can have, at least three of them, that is one of my works cited pages. It says that almost everybody has at least maybe one, maybe two phobias, or maybe at least one phobia. Claustrophobia is first. We'll get into the triggers. Claustrophobia, which is the fear of closed places. The triggers could consist of rooms without windows, which is sight, elevators, the perception of limited space, arachnophobia, the fear of spiders, imagery, and things that look closely like a spider. The triggers of aerophobia, which is the fear of flying. It could be turbulence, weather. We're seeing weather in close places, which is just like claustrophobia, taking off and landing in planes. Aerophobia, same thing. And acrophobia. That's arachnophobia. I got my stuff mixed up. But orthidiophobia, that is the fear of snakes, which is one that I have. I don't do reptiles unless it's a little cute gecko or lizard or something like that. I don't mind. But sight, visual media, can stir the pot, which affects the body. And when it gets into the body, it affects the brain, and it also affects the body physically. As far as the brain, it affects the amygdala and the hypothalamus and the prefrontal cortex. And in the body, the respiratory system, our sensory, cardio gets affected. Seeing something can make someone jump, which can make them breathe faster, which can bring the heart rate up. People can go into a hyperactive fear response. It's when the amygdala in the brain overreacts to perceived threats, and the hypothalamus of the brain commands the physical fight or flight, and the prefrontal cortex, it fails to rationalize the situation. So it all can tie into one. As far as the treatments, it's basically three treatments out there. For example, a claustrophobia, acrophobia, and arachnophobia. They use CBI treatment, which is a which could be short-term use of anxiety medication, or they use a cognitive behavioral therapy. And for most of them, this is what they use. Now, what could be a little different is acrophobia, which is the fear of heights, of course. They do the CPT exposure, but they also do exposure therapy, which is the golden standard of all treatments, in which they have a therapist slowly comes in and slowly guides you through increasing your exposure, starting with thinking about your phobia, pictures of your phobia, videos, and then maybe later on, looking at your phobia from a safe distance, of course. So this is how the phobias can tie into the biology of the body, the psychological, and the treatments. But like I said, they all basically carry a common denominator, which sight and seeing. And as far as the body, the fight or flight mechanism is what a lot of people go through. And in conclusion, there are treatments out there. There's awareness, and if someone wants to get treatment, then they can get treatment, or they can be aware of the triggers. There's a lot of triggers out there. So, like I said, although the 5 most common phobias, arachnophobia, claustrophobia, ophidiophobia, acrophobia, aerophobia, can have different triggers, but they all share identical psychological roots, biological responses, and proven paths to treatments. Thank you.